Okay, we are back. And now I have two word story problems for you that we're going to try figure out. So here's the first question. Josh placed a table that is 1 and 2 meters, 1.1 and 2/10 of a meter long, along a wall that is 3 meters long. If his bed is 2 and 1/10 meter long, will it fit along the same wall? Well, okay, I'm just going to draw the big long wall and say this is 3 meters. Now, I need to figure out how long his table is. His table is 1 and 2/10 of a meter, and his bed is 2 and 1/10 of a meter. And he wants to know that if he put these two side by side up against each other, will he have enough space to fit them in here? So I think I need to know how long all this stuff is. So I'm going to add them together. So they're both meters. So 2 plus 1 is 3 and 3. So if he was to put the bed, which would be about up to there, so the bed would be 2.1 meters, and his dresser, or his table, is 1.4 meters, it would actually go a little bit beyond. So would they fit along the same wall? No, they wouldn't, because the two of them together equal 3 and 3/10 of a meter. Okay, the next one. Stephen solves one physics problem in 36 seconds. Physics is a science problem. In 36 seconds, and another in 17 and 9/10 of a second. How long does it take Stephen altogether to solve the problem? So I see that word altogether, and I know that we've talked about that word. Whenever you see the word altogether in an answer, you know that you have to add. So you want to know how long it's going to take them all together? Well, we got 17.9 seconds, and we have 36 seconds. Oh, so this does not have a decimal, so I'm going to, remember I can do this, I can put my decimal at the end. So 36 and no parts of a second. So my answer is still going to be in seconds. 9 plus 0 is 9. Put my decimal. 7 and 6 is 13. 3, 4, 5. So it would take Stephen 53 seconds and 9/10 of a second. So he's almost getting that question done in a minute. So he is very quick. So I would have to answer my question in a sentence, and I would say it takes Stephen 53.9 seconds to do both problems. And if I had to answer this one in a sentence, will it fit? No, because the table and bed equal 3.3 meters, which is longer than 3 meters. And there we go. So today you have 2 pages to do in math. So the first page, you are going to have to do some regrouping. So here are your 1s and here are your 10ths. You have way too many over here. So what you're going to do is remember that 10 of them turns into a 1. So we can take 10 of them, cross them out, and add a 1 on this side. So here you need to tell me how many 1s do you have, how many 10ths do you have. Then you need to do your trading. You need to take this and draw it over here. You get to the 2 1s again, and you draw a third one. They're gone here, so now you only have to put 2 down. So how many 1s do you have, and how many 10ths do you have? Here you're going to do it without the pictures. So if you have 16 tenths, the 6 is still your 10ths number, and the 1 is going to be 1's number. 23 tenths. The 3 is really in the tenths. The 2 is in the 1's. Number 2, and you keep doing it for the other 2. Number 2, regroup so that the tenths place value has a single digit. So we did questions like this. So we have 12 here, just like we did this here. We did our regrouping. We're going to do the same thing as we did on this activity on our math book. So they say we have 3 tenths and 3 tenths and 12 tenths. So when we add those two together, we have 15 tenths, and we have the 5 as a tenth and the 1 is a 1. So here you're going to have, you have 7 ones and 14 tenths. So you're going to take that 1 and add it to the 10 tenth and add it there. Here you're going to add the 3 from the tenths to the 1s. Here you're going to have to add the 5 from the tenths to the 1s, and you're going to rewrite it. Here is one more question for you to do. Add by adding each place value. So they put it into the table and then they added. You're going to put these into the table in the right places and add. Number 4, add by adding each place value, then regroup. So you're going to put them into the chart, which they did. They added them up and then they said, uh-oh, we needed to carry that 1 into that front number into the 1's place, and so they added it over here. So you're going to put 25 and 8 tenths, 12 and 6 tenths. You're going to put the answers here without carrying. And then here, after you regroup, then you'll have the right answers. So here you're just going to plain old add using lining them up. Here it says you're going to have to do regrouping. So you're going to place them into the grid and do your regrouping. And then 7, 8, and 9, it says you need to do them on a scrap piece of paper. So on a grid, if you don't have grid paper, line paper is fine. Line up the decimal points and add the numbers. You may need to regroup more than once. And we did examples of this together too. Then there are 2-story problems. Clara buys 3 and 8 tenths of a kilogram of red apples and 2 and 9 tenths of a kilogram of green apples. What is the total mass of the apples? How much do all those apples weigh? Jake weighs 45 and 9 tenths of a kilogram. His dog Spot weighs 3 and 7 tenths of a kilogram. What is their total weight? So how much do Jack and Spot weigh together? So I hope that this is going to go well. If there are any problems, I think you might come into problems here, but you can always send an email or go to the Zoom meeting in the morning and ask about this. This is where in the past it's been tricky. Just remember that you're always going to be carrying to the next one and rewriting it over here. I hope that it goes well, and have a good day.